If you're looking for some cheap coins for your FIFA squad, check out today's sponsor, Save Fuck Coins, for some cheap and reliable coins. Use the code DEAN for 5% off your order. How's it going, guys? Dean's here, and welcome to a brand new video and a brand new series. Today we are going to be kickstarting the brand new series on this channel, and it is going to be a draft to glory. It's something I've wanted to do. I want to do it every FIFA, to be honest with you. I just struggle with timings of it. I usually find I don't have a lot of time to do these Road to Glories, which might sound weird. So yeah, I never do them. And it's something I've always wanted to do because I think I'd probably enjoy it a lot. One thing that does hold me off, and we'll get this out in the open here, I'm not the best FIFA player out there. I'd say I'm just about above average. So one thing that also puts me off is I don't think I'd get very far. But I'm going to throw that aside and just see how we get on with it. I think we'll do pretty well. Now, I'll introduce you to the club. So this is my Xbox account. Now, I haven't actually played FIFA on Xbox this year. The only time I've touched FIFA on Xbox this year was during the web app release. And I went onto that, and I got obviously all my welcome back packs and whatnot. And now I've just gone through everything that I got then. I remember I didn't sell anything then. I just sent everything to the club. I do remember, like, when you start FIFA, you send it all to the club. So I just had some stuff on here, but I never really bothered with this account. And I've been doing some other little bits just before we started off anyway. So to start things off, you'll see I've got 34,000 coins. Now, how I was going to start this off, I was going to go down the route of maybe adding on some FIFA points. Not a lot, just maybe enough for a couple. Because again, I do acknowledge I'm not the best at FIFA. So I'm not going to guarantee that it's going to get a lot of wins in this. But you know, I'm trying to do this for fun. I just want to see where I can get on with it. So I was going to have that there as a slight reserve. Maybe what I might do in the future as well is maybe introduce some challenges into this. So if I can complete some challenges, I'll earn myself a draft unlock as well if I can do that. But I'll make sure the challenges are quite hard. So it'll be something like doing a draft, only picking certain leagues or whatever, and I have to win the draft. And if I do that, I'll get a free draft entry. That'll probably be something I'll introduce a little bit down the line. But going through it, I mean, I'll show you all now. I've sold literally everything that I could sell in the club. Now, remember when I first started FIFA, one of my first return packs, I actually got this Inform Monreal from the first week. So picked him up. I've sold him on now, and I've literally just gone through everything that's in the club that was tradable and listed it. And just and from that, we made some coins. So I was pretty chuffed with that. And this is the kind of thing I want to do all the time. So I want to be quite clear with you guys, and I want to show you everything that I'll be doing with the account. I don't really want to try too much for other things. And what I mean by that is you're going to see now. So there are 3 games on the record. I did play some games to get an objective complete because currently now, you've got 2 days left, there is a draft token pack in objective. So that was something I was quite keen to pick up so that we've got that extra draft as well. So that's going to be 3 drafts at least that we've got available for us there. And I think another thing that's quite interesting this year is the idea behind objectives. There won't really be a lot of objectives I can do, but at the same time, if I can contribute anything towards objectives, it's a nice little bonus. I'm not going to go out my way, though, to complete objectives unless they can complete it in draft. So for example here, I mean, these will all be able to be completed in draft. I'm doubtful I'll get them completed in draft because there's only just about 3 days left. So not really confident in that. There'll be stuff like this. And none of these give you coins, so that's probably not really a matter. But there's sometimes you get some coin rewards in some of the objectives, so that could be a little bonus as well. Again, it'll only be stuff that I can unlock through draft. So you maybe look through something like here. If I had a Southampton and a Tottenham player in the same team during a draft, I'll be able to complete that. Score a header in any foot game mode using at least, so potentially could do that. And again, could potentially do that one. Don't think I can do the Kante one if I remember rightly. I'm sure you have to. No, I think you can actually just play that in any foot game mode in all of them. So could do that one as well. This one will be another one we get to complete, but it's just going to mainly be XP. But at the same time, we've got season progress. Now this is stuff that again, I've really only played. Well, I played 5 games. 3 of them I actually played some squad battles just to get the games added on, and then I got a friend to help me out with some objectives. Not really much to shout about. I've got a pack, but most of the packs are untradeable, so there's not really any reason for me to worry about those. Might get some coin unlocks in them, so that would be helpful. But other than that, probably not too much to focus on here. I know they've stopped the coin boost. I don't know if we'll get them in the future, but that's potentially something. If they add that in, then that is something. Now, again, I just want to finish off, so we'll redeem that pack. Again, If there's anything I need to unlock, I prefer to leave it so that you guys can see everything I'm doing. I don't want to do too much behind the scenes, especially going forward now. So we've got this draft token pack. I've really not done a lot. I've got all this, so there's 8 packs here that are stacked up. And again, I'm just going to do my best. So like stuff like this, I'll probably keep the lone icon, and why not? But so you got stuff like this. None of it's tradable, but I might just see if there's anything that I want to use as a kit in my for my teams. I think at the moment I've got one. Don't particularly mind this kit too much, so I'll probably chuck that one on. And then I've got some kits, so if I wanted to change things around, I can use those. No problem. We've got the icon pack. Might as well do an icon pack just for the sake of it. So we've got an icon pack in here as well. This is just going to be something that will sit in the club if need be. Wonder who will get it. Wasn't even. I was going to say it's not a walkout, but we don't get walkouts in the loan. It's going to be a striker. Is that going to be Zidane? It's not Zidane. It's Trezeguet. I don't know why I thought it would be Zidane. Zidane's not a striker. I don't believe he's a striker. I'm pretty sure he's a cam of all his cards. So Trezeguet not really ever probably going to be used on this account. Celebrations pack as well. I think this is just one of those celebrations you get through some of the objectives. So we'll send that one to the club. I'm not really too worried. And we've got some silver. I'm going to leave the rest, I think. We're going to do a draft, of course, for the first episode. Get this draft token pack out the way with. I'm not sure what else I'll get in here. I don't know if it's going to be untradeable or not. It is all untradeable. That's actually fine. I'll send them to the club. And we've got a draft token. So I'm going to leave this. We'll open up the rest of those. Well, I'll open up the contracts pack just now because we'll get that out of the way with. And again, send it to the club. I could just discard it. It doesn't really make a difference to me here. We'll save those packs to the end just so we got some extra packs. But yeah, again, not really anything on the account. I've kind of got rid of everything on here. We are going to get on to our first draft. Not even open up draft yet, so we'll get through all this. Really excited. I do enjoy draft. I just don't ever really get to play it enough. So use our draft token. What formation can we get? I think I might go with the 4-1-2 wide. Not really too keen on a lot of these formations. So yeah, I'm going to go with the 4-1-2 wide here. And who do we get as a captain? Nakata Dalglish. I'm definitely going to have to pick him up. He is incredible in this game. Was looking at his first 2 icons and thought I'd use him. But Dalglish is a must for me. He is pretty insane. So who can we get to go alongside him? I'm not really a massive fan of Dybala, but he'll link to Ronaldo if we get Ronaldo. So I think I'll go with him. I mean, Havertz is not too bad, but yeah, it's going to have to be Dybala. And fingers crossed we can get Ronaldo as a striker here. I'm sure he'll pop up at some point. We don't get Ronaldo. Now, this is interesting. That Scream Ibra is a pretty incredible card. It'd be a nice super sub later on. Aubameyang is also very good. Icardi links and would be a smart option, but I kind of want to hope for Ronaldo later on, so I'm going to go with Aubameyang here. Maybe I can get Pepe here. That would be nice, just for a link to Aubameyang. Can't get Pepe, but Cuadrado's not bad at all, so that puts Dybala on nearly full chem. Does probably mean that Aubameyang might become a bit redundant for us. 2 links to Aubameyang there, to be fair, actually, so we could go with either of those. Bernard's not too bad. I'm not a massive fan of Bernard, to be honest with you, but it's not a terrible card at the same time, so I think I will go with him. Just not really sure that Aubameyang is going to stay in the starting 11 for us as it stands, but we'll see what else we get in our picks, and really not an excellent pick there. Think I'll just go with highest rated. We'll just go with this guy. Not really much to shout about there, unfortunately. So we'll see you right back next, and then we'll move on to the bench and reserves. Not really, it's not going our way. Maybe I will go with Pereira. Not particularly ideal because he doesn't link to anyone there. But yeah, what else we got? Still, the links are just like all over the place here. I don't really know, like, none of these are going to really stick around for us, so I'll just go with Hummels for rating. This draft is not... started really well, but it's kind of gone downhill a little bit and is staying downhill. I mean, look at some of these. I suppose we'll go with Evans for the link to Pereira. We'll get the left back up the way with just to see what we get there. Really not a brilliant start, to be honest. Like, it went really well to start with. The attack's brilliant, but other than that, not excellent. I don't really want to tie myself down here for that, so I don't want to guarantee my sort of those. Ter Stegen, De Gea. I like Ter Stegen a lot. De Gea probably makes sense for us here, so I'll go with David De Gea. And then we've got our bench and reserves. So we'll go with this one first. We'll just pick out random, see what we get. Kimmich Kimmich links for us there, so that's not a bad shout. Bale doesn't really do anything for us, so I'm going to go with Kimmich here. I haven't actually tried this Kimmich card, so don't particularly mind. I feel like we're going to end up with a bit more of a Bundesliga defense, which isn't too bad. It just depends who you get. No one really there that's going to help me out, though. Maybe it would be smart to get someone with a different league, but we got Bundesliga in the back there, so it doesn't matter too much for us. We'll go with that Handanovic just for the change of cards. Can we get a better centre-back? That Sandro's not bad, but it doesn't link for us there. But Jordi Alba's a really good card as well. I'd quite like to get that Alba. Though, if we go with Skriniar, he links to Handanovic. I think I'll do that and hope that we can get maybe a right back from a Serie A. That's probably the smarter move there, I think. If I get a better right back for us, that would be kind of excellent. And we don't quite get the right back I wanted. And this is tough. I mean, we've got Robertson, who links to Bernard. I think I might just go with João Cancelo here, just because he could be a pretty decent super sub for defence. Other than that, don't really know who else I could go with. Like, there's just not really much to shout about there. I'm going to go with João Cancelo. It's kind of good and bad at the same time. Oh, not bad. Maybe I'll go with... I'm not sure here, to be honest with you. Douglas Costa... I could go with Douglas Costa if I could just get a better strike. I still count on that Ronaldo, so I'll go with Douglas Costa, and that puts Dybala up. We are going to have to just try and get rid of Aubameyang. So again, really holding out for us to get Ronaldo there. There's no one really here that screams out to me. Draxler's not terrible. I mean, he links to Kimmich, but isn't useful. Politano doesn't really matter to us. I could play Politano at right back, to be fair. Probably not ideal to start with, so he would probably be someone I sub on Cancelo for. Just going to do that for the chemistry, to be honest with you. We're going to get a good pick here. There is Ronaldo. We've been waiting for him. We do get closer, but Ronaldo was the player we've been waiting for, so that's kind of perfect for us. Puts our attackers on full chem. Now we just need to kind of sort out the defence. If I could get a better left back, that would be ideal. Sandro here would be really good. I mean, Mbappe is also pretty good as well. I don't really think anyone here... I mean, Tellez links, but isn't perfect. I'm going to go with Mbappe here just for the super sub. Not bad. I really need to sort that defence out, though. Zanetti is a massive one for us, actually. I could chuck Zanetti in. You'd get Kem in. I'm going to go with Zanetti, to be honest with you. He's much better left back. Ideally, want to get rid of Hummels and Kimmich, to be honest with you. And we're still not able to. What could I do? Luis Figo, maybe? Just for an extra icon is better. Actually, didn't even think of this. If I get Figo, chuck him in there, I could then bring back on Ricardo. No, I could bring on Cancelo. And he gets full chem. So again, we just need to sort that defence out. I'm a bit concerned that the defence maybe won't get sorted here. I mean, what we're looking at, 7 chems. It's not awful, but could be a lot better. There is Neymar. Anyone here that actually helps me out at all? I mean, would have been good if I had that, if I picked David Luiz, because I could have maybe chucked those two in with the hair, but not really a lot to help me out there. I might just... I mean, do I need to take Neymar for a super star? I've got Aubameyang and Mbappe, and I've got a bunch of players, so I don't necessarily need Neymar. I like that. I'm going to take Ibra just because I like that Ibra card. And our final pick. It's not been ideal, and it's going to be a silver as well. Oh dear. So our defense isn't perfect in this one. We are, of course, going to get a manager. I don't think there's much more I could do here. Other than if I took on... No, I don't think that's going to work. I was going to say if I take Pereira on... I've got 100 chem. I was going to say take Pereira on and put De Gea in goal, but that's not really going to help me out too much. What I probably will do in-game... I'm not a massive fan of Dybala in FIFA. I just never play very well with him. So what I might do is I'll sub Dybala out for probably... I'll sub on Aubameyang and Mbappe, and I'll probably take off Costa and Dybala for the two. But but we'll just see. I don't know what... We got a pretty good rating draft, to be fair. That's something I want to kind of work towards throughout the series, is just do my best to kind of get a higher rated draft. 88 rated draft is not too bad, so yeah, that's not too shabby at all. We'll get the manager here. If I can get anything just to maybe boost up our chem a little bit, we get Zidane. Let's see, so we got... We got La Liga, we got like 4 La Liga and no Serie A, which is kind of what I wanted there. But yeah, we'll just take Zidane, I suppose, just for the sake of it. And that's going to be that. Let's find ourselves our first game. Okay, so first opponent for the series, and it's a pretty good squad. He's done a lot better than me there. I mean, that Sydney's not a terrible card. I mean, he's got Kyle Walker at right back as well. But Ronaldo and Dalglish, just like me. That Socrates card is phenomenal. Done very well with his squad there. It's going to be tough, I think. Some of his players are quite weak, but yeah, we'll see how we get on with this game. Should have called that. Should have called that. But yeah, not a bad goal from him whatsoever. Just got to do better from me. Just poor defending from me on that one, and I just couldn't beat him there. He just did very well. Little El Tornado right at the end there and gets himself a lovely goal. Have to do better in the second half. Is that going to be a goal? I think he's onside. He's onside. We managed to pick up a goal. I really thought it was going to be offside. Lovely from me, but I'm just going to get straight into it and try and pick up another one. There we go. I actually managed to pick it up. I thought I really messed that up, and we've managed to make it level. Tried to do a bit of a ball roll around the keeper there, but Aubameyang messed that up. But Kimmich brings us back into the game. Come on, Ibra, find Aubameyang. Aubameyang, go. There we go. We got the goal. We finally brought ourselves back into the game. Oh, it's been tough. I've got to give it to this guy's a really tough opponent, and Kenny Dalglish is just phenomenal. His Dalglish is playing very well for him. I need to just hold on to this game now. No, that is not... I can't believe I've gone out like that. God. Fair play to the guy for getting that, but Handanovic really needs to do better there. Go on, Kenny. Oh, we managed to just get around the ball roll work there, and Kenny is phenomenal for that reason. Can we maybe get a rage quit? I think he's probably going to make subs. Oh, we're finally back in the lead. I need to just hold this for extra time. I cannot let this slip again. Oh, they really needed to be doing better. My defenders are just standing around. I'm feeling the true weakness there. Skriniar and Hummels are really a problem for me at the moment. So I think if I make it through this, I need to change the tactic up with those two, because they're letting me down a lot in defence. Oh, how many I've let them have another goal? Okay, so here we go on with penalties. Not confident in this whatsoever. Going to miss the first one. I'm awful with penalties this year. He's taken so long to save it. I've managed to save it, actually. What? I don't know what's going on with Handanovic. Like, it's just taken ages to dive. I red timed it. Why did I red time it? Handanovic was awful in that. Like, I was pressing and he just took ages. I'm guessing he's got bad penalties. I've never really used Handanovic, but that is really frustrating to come out in the first round after that. It was such a long game as well. So go 5-5. Granted, I just managed to get in right at the end there. I'm really disappointed with that. Very even game in my opinion. Same shots from each other, pretty much same on target. It was a close game. Like, did really well. I'm gutted to come out in the first round. It was a tough opponent. Can we get anything good from this? There's 2 5k packs and a silver pack. guess we'll open those all up. I'm hoping we can just get a nice bunch of coins from this. We've got some, so we can do some more drafts. Probably not going to pick too much up from the silvers. I'm just going to send all the silver players to the trade pile, and I would look at those. These are actually untradeable, so I'm not going to send any of that to the trade pile. That might be the one from the objectives. So this is the one from the draft. Really disappointed in that. I played really well. Penalties, I just always crumble when it comes to penalties. I'm really gutted. I feel like some of those I should have saved. Might actually, we get some coins back for this. That's some coins. I am just going to send all of this up to the trade pile. I'll deal with all those separately, and then of course I'll show you what's sold and what hasn't sold. Then we just got a bunch of stuff here now. I know some of this will be untradeable, so not really looking to get a lot from that. Not going to be anything good out of that one, I don't think. If we can get anything at all, that might mean we'll get some coins. So again, I'll send all of that to the trade pile. Send that up, send that up. Just check things. I just need to check literally everything. I will try to be as strict as I can with some of this. I mean, that's potential to sell, so I'll list that, and maybe we will do that, but I don't think contracts do too well. I'm just going to discard the rest, so yes, don't show me that message again. I'm really gutted. I'm really disappointed in that loss, to be honest with you. Feel like I should have done a bit better with that, but is what it is, unfortunately. I'm going to get a rare player on this, but it's not going to be an 83 plus, unfortunately. It would be nice to get an 83 plus, but not meant to be. So a bunch of players there. We'll send that all up. Engine Chem Style as well. That sells for about 1,000 coins. I'll maybe try sell this, just see how we do, but I don't think the rest here is really going to sell. Maybe... don't think this will sell. No, that's pretty much going to be that. I'll slowly get used to certain things. I'm not really used to selling like everything in packs. Usually I just discard stuff. So I'll slowly get used to just keeping an eye on things that will sell and just make me some coins, because I need to scrape all the coins I can at the start just to kind of build that coin total up. I think this is going to be untradeable. It is going to be untradeable. I was hopeful that maybe we'd get maybe like a coin unlock or something out of one of the untradables, but unfortunately not. And that isn't going to be anything either. So that is going to be it for the first episode. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Something I really want to do. My aim for this is to hopefully try and upload this twice a week. That would be nice, so hopefully I can get ahead on schedule and have these coming out. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy the first episode of this series, be sure to smash the like button, and if you haven't already, be sure to tick the notification bell so you never miss an upload from me. But apart from that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.